Hello, Year 7 students. Today we're going to move on with our new topic, surface area of a rectangular prism, okay? And for that you need to know what is a rectangular prism, right? So a rectangular prism is nothing else more than a 3D shape that you have 6 faces and all those faces going to be rectangles, okay? That's why it's called a rectangular prism. Cool? And here I got one object from my home that we can use as an example, okay? So my speaker here, for example, a small JBL merchandising. I have 6 faces, so 1 face, 2 faces, 3 faces, 4 faces, 5, 6, and it has all the shapes of rectangles. Yes, Mr. is not exactly a rectangle, but let's consider here just to our experiment today. Nice? So now here, I will use 3 things to use 3 attributes in my rectangular prism, okay? They will have a length, they will have a width, and they will have a height. Nice? So here, as you guys already know that, I can consider, for example, this one as my height, I can consider this one as my length, and this one as my width. But mister, I want to consider this one as my height. No big deal, as long as you use all of them in different shapes, in different ways, okay? So here, how I can use those things, how I can calculate how much space that I have in all my faces, because when I'm asking for the surface area, I'm calculating how much paper, for example, that I can use to cover, that you use to wrap all my box, okay? So first of all, what I need to know here, how many equal faces that I have here. So you guys agree with me that if I take a look in the views of that shape here, I have my top and my bottom as the same shape. I have my left and my right as the same shape, as the same shape, sorry. And I have my front and my back as the same face. So look here, agree that if I place it here, nice, and you have the same shape here. If I place here, I will be able to move all of them and they're gonna fit perfect in all the faces that I draw here. So for example, here it will happen the same stuff. So you see that my boombox is fitting in all my sides here. So I'm just showing to you guys that those sides here are you always gonna have one pair of congruent sides. Nice? So my blue sides, they're gonna be the same. My black sides, my blue face is gonna be the same. My black face is gonna be the same, and my red face is gonna be the same. Nice. And now, how I can use that thing? I already measure my box here, and I know that here you have 7 centimeters. Here you have 9, and here you have 3. Cool. So as this one, like I told you guys. Here, that one I already know that this one will be 3, okay? And here, I already know that this face here gonna be 9. So for the red faces, I will have 3 and 9. Now let's take a look for the black face. For the black face, what I will have here? I will have 7 and I will have 9. So 7 and here 9, okay? And for the blue face, I will have the same. I already told you guys here that this one will be, let's draw it here. I already told you guys here that this one will be 3, and this one gonna be how much? Gonna be 7, okay? And then with those measures, I can calculate all those faces that I have here, right? Those ones I already know how to do it. So for my red faces, I know that my red faces, the measure is 3 and 9 here. So 3 and 9. So I have the area of a rectangle. As you guys studied last class, what I will know? I will have as that one as 3 times 9. That's base times height in this case, okay? So 3 times 9, it will be equals to how much? To 27. Nice. Now, how many of those ones that I have here? I have 2, so 27 times 2, it will be equals to 54, correct? Now, if I want to calculate for the blue faces, okay? In the blue faces, what I have here, the area of rectangle of one blue rectangle is base times height, so 3 times 7, that will be equals to 21. But how many blues that I have? 2. So 21 times 2 is equals to 42. Then, and for my red blue, it's only missing the black face. Black. In the black face, what do you have? You have 9 times 7. So the area will be equals to 9 times 7. How much 9 times 7? It will be equals to 63. And 63 times 2, it will be equals to 126. Cool. Now, when I get all of them together, the reds plus the blues plus the red plus the blues plus the blacks, how much I will have? If I do this calculation here, you'll have 54 plus 42 plus 126, it will be equals to 212. Okay, 212 what? 212 centimeters square. Now, okay, mister, but that thing you already studied last year. I already know how to do this thing. Nice, but what I want you guys to do here right now is how I'm gonna apply the formulas that you learned in last class in that thing here. Okay, so let's move on to, let's now formalize this topic here. Okay, so now let's do the thing properly. I already know that any rectangular prism, it will have 3 measures. It will have my length, okay? So I can call here my length. I can call here the black lines as my height. And I can call here my red lines as my width. Okay, so now how I was doing last class, I was replacing those values by what? By variables. And what's going to be the variable, the most suitable variable here for length? I'm going to replace that by an L. For my width, by a W, and for my height, a H. Cool, nice. So what I did in the last paper, I know that I have 2 faces like that. So my front and my bottom face, I know that this one will be equals to my length, so front and bottom face. It will be equals to what? It will be equals to my length times my height. Length times height. What I know about my left and right face, it will be equals to my width times my height, width times height. And what do I know about my top and bottom face? My top and bottom face, they're going to be equals to my width times my length. Now, what I did with all the numbers in the previous one, I double all of them, correct? And then I add. So if I double all of them, can I say that's going to be times 2 here, times 2 here, and times 2 here? Yes, I can. And then what I'm going to do with them? I'm going to add all of them. And the result of my addition, then I can write a formula. So now I'm going to do, now I have a formula to calculate my surface area of my rectangular prism. Okay? So surface area, it will be equals to 2 times length width, plus 2 times width height, plus 2 times width length. Okay, so knowing that length, width, and height are what? Are the attributes that I have here in my rectangular prism. So look at that. Like we are just studying last class, now I have a perfect formula to work in any situation as I was to work for any situation when I have a rectangular prism. Cool? Okay, so just to help you guys memorize here. Oops, let's correct here. Length and height. So what I did here actually, I just multiply my length, my width, and my height 2 by 2. So the length multiply with the height and the length with the width, okay? So the width I'm gonna multiply with my height and with my length, and the height multiplied by my length and my width here, okay? So in the end, I just need those three terms here, and that will work perfect for my formula. Cool. So, how much plastics around the speaker? How I can do? I'm gonna solve a problem that's similar to that. So here, you guys can see that in my boom box, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 faces that has plastic, and one that has an iron grid here. Okay. So how I can solve this thing? First, let's write our formula down. Okay. So I know that my surface area will be equals to 2 times length times height plus 2 times width times height plus 2 times width times length. Nice. Now the only thing that I need to know is what is my length, what is my width, and what is my height. And this thing will work as a formula for us. Okay? So what is my height? If I consider my height here as a 7, okay, as I said to you guys before, 7 centimeters. What's gonna be my length? 9 centimeters. And what's gonna be my width? 3 centimeters. Okay, so the same way that I did before, how it will be. Now that I already know length, width, and height, let's just do the calculation. I'm gonna replace all the numbers that I have in my formula. So length, remember that when I don't have nothing between two letters, when I have nothing between a number and a letter, that means that they are multiplying. So 9 times height, 7, plus 2 times width times height, that is equals to 7, plus 2 times width, that's equals to 3 times my length, that's equals to 9. So what is this? This is an expression, and we know how to solve expressions. So you just need to solve this thing the way that you usually do, okay? Respecting the orders of operations. So I know that in this first one here, you have 9 times 7, 63. 63 times 2, it will be equals to 126. Plus 2 times 3 times 7. 2 times 3 times 7 will be equals to 42. Guys, I'm just skipping here a little bit faster because you already did this calculation, okay? So, and 2 times 3 times 9. 2 times 3 times 9 is going to be equals to 54. Cool. So, just solving this thing. 126 plus 42 plus 100 plus 54, it will be equals to 212 centimeters square. Okay, remember that every time that we're talking about area is a square here. Now, just one thing, is that the end of my question? No. Why not? Because I'm asking how much plastic is around the speaker. Okay, and what about my metal grid? I need to eliminate that face here. So what I need to do, I need to remove that from the calculation that I did. So 200, I need to know what are the dimensions of that face here. And the dimensions of that one is 9 and 7. Okay, so I'm gonna reduce how much? The area. Let's write here, grid, iron grid. Okay, so the iron grid, the area of that gonna be equals to 9 times 7. So the area of that gonna be equals to 63. Cool. Now what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna reduce my plastic area, the plastic, gonna be equals to how much? 212 minus 63. And that one will be equals to 149 centimeters square. Okay? So, guys, that's it. I think that I could explain everything that I want here. I want you guys to take a look in the link that I'm going to post there that you guys can use some online manipulatives. Okay? And I think that will help you a lot Check the Google Classroom to see the activity that you're gonna do. And see you guys in the afternoon. Bye bye.